Hello, my name is Ellen Jane Lunt, and the career profile number 2 that I've decided to do is on a child care center director. The example organization that I chose is one from my town called Play to Learn Academy. I don't actually know anyone in this field. First of all, the working environment of somebody who is a child care director. They work in schools and child care centers, but they don't really work with the children. They spend most of their time in an office. They do visit the classrooms to check on students or speak to preschool teachers or the child care workers. Those who are directors of child care centers work in an early childhood educational environment, and they find it rewarding, but they also have significant responsibilities. They're constantly coordinating and interacting with staff, parents, and children, which can be fast-paced and stimulating, but it can also be very stressful. Child care directors work full-time, and when child care centers are open, a director must always be on staff. So there's directors and assistant directors, so they have to stagger their schedules to make sure that there's always someone there. Typical stressors of a child care director. I couldn't find too many stressors, but the main ones that I found were having the responsibility of overseeing everything and making the budgets and having enough funds and where to disperse them and how well the child care center is doing. Those kinds of responsibilities can be very stressful. The typical benefits of being a child care director include, they have many benefits. So they get Social Security, disability, pension, 401k, health care, and time off. The most common job tasks of a child care director include supervising the child care workers, hiring and training new staff members, providing training and professional development opportunities for staff, establishing policies and communicating them to staff and parents, developing educational programs and set educational standards. They help staff resolve conflicts between children. They assist staff in communicating with parents. They meet with parents and staff to discuss their children's progress. They establish budgets and set fees for programs. They ensure facilities are maintained and cleaned according to state regulations. The educational requirements for becoming a child care director, most states require them to have at least a high school diploma, but that's not very often that people will be hired with just a high school diploma. Most states would rather have at least an associate's and preferably a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. They also like them to have some post-secondary education, they prefer candidates to have a degree in early childhood education or some post-secondary. So they want people hiring child care center directors prefer you to have education in childhood education. Most states require them to be licensed, so to qualify to have licensure, the staff must pass background checks, have complete immunizations, and meet training requirements. Also, staff sometimes has to have CPR and first aid as well. And then most states require Child Development Associate certification, which is offered by the Council for Professional Recognition. And to obtain that, you actually have to do coursework, experience in the field, and be observed while working with children. The starting salary for child care center directors are $34,750. Experience salary is $93,910. That's really high up. Not very many make that, but it just depends on the location. And that is all.